Hello everybody and welcome to the sixth video for the area and perimeter of rectangles, and in this video we're going to be discussing compound shapes. So what happens if we're given a shape like this? We want to work out the area, but we're only given these four measurements. Well, what we do is we split the shape up into two separate rectangles. Then we can work out the area of each rectangle and add them together to get the area of the complete shape. So let's call them Area 1 and Area 2. Well, working out Area 1 is quite straightforward because we already have the length and the width. So if we multiply 4 by 8, we get our answer, which is 32 centimetres squared. Working out Area 2 is a little more complicated because we don't yet have the length or the width, so we have to work those values out first. Well, we know that this distance is 10 centimetres and we know that this distance is 4 centimetres. So this distance has got to be 10 minus 4, which is 6 centimetres. So the length is 6 centimetres and now we have to find the width. And here we know that this length is 8 centimetres and this length is 5 centimetres. So this length has to be 8 minus 5, which is 3 centimetres. So the width is 3 centimetres, which means we can now work out Area 2, which is 6 times 3, so it's 18 centimetres squared. Now to work out the total area, we need to add Area 1 and Area 2 together. So the total area is 32 plus 18, which is 50 centimetres squared. Now to work out the perimeter of the shape, you cannot add the perimeter of both rectangles together. The easiest way to do this is just to add up all the sides together. So for this shape, it would be 8 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 3 plus 10. So the perimeter is 36 centimetres. Next, we want to work out the area of this shape, but we only have these four measurements. Pause the video here if you want to try this on your own first. Well, if we split the shape here, again, we make two rectangles, which we'll call Area 1 and Area 2. Well, for Area 1, we know the length, 27 kilometres, but we don't know the width here. However, we know this distance here is 40 kilometres, and we know this distance is 17 kilometres. Therefore, we can work out the width by subtracting 17 from 40, which gives us 23 kilometres. So now we can work out Area 1, which is 27 times 23, so it's 621 kilometres squared. Well, again, for Area 2, we have the length, which is 17 kilometres, but we don't have the width. And to work out the width, we know that this distance is 27 kilometres and this distance is 13, so the width is going to be 27 minus 13, which is 14 kilometres. Now we can work out Area 2, which is 17 times 14, which is 238 kilometres squared. Therefore, the total area is 621 plus 238, which is 859 kilometres squared. And as before, to work out the perimeter for this shape, we want to add all of the sides together. So the perimeter is equal to 134 kilometres. And finally, can you work out the area and the perimeter of this shape given these four dimensions? Pause the video here if you need more time. Well, if we split the shape here, we have our two rectangles. Now for the first rectangle, we already have the length and width. So the area is 25 times 5, which is 125 metres squared. Now for the second rectangle, we have the width, but we don't have the length, so we have to work the length out. Well, we know the total height of the T-shape is 15 metres, and we know that the width of the first rectangle is 5 metres. Therefore, the length of rectangle 2 is going to be 15 minus 5, which is 10 metres. So the area of rectangle 2 is 10 times 4, which is 40 metres squared. So the total area of this shape is 125 plus 40, which is 165 metres squared. And finally, to work out the perimeter, we need to know the length of every side. Now, we know the length of this side is 10 metres, but we don't know the length of these two sides. For now, we'll just label them A and B. Now, we know this length is 25 metres, and we know this length is 4 metres. Therefore, A plus B must equal 25 minus 4. So A plus B is equal to 21 meters. Hence, A is equal to 21 divided by 2, so it's equal to 10.5 meters. And as B is also the same length as A, B is also 10.5 meters. So now we can work out the perimeter. And as the perimeter is the sum of all the sides, it's equal to 80 meters. But that's it for now, so thanks very much for watching. I hope it's helping, and we're going to go through some more compound shapes in the next video. In the meantime, if you could hit the like button and maybe subscribe, that'd help me out, and it's totally free. So thanks very much, and I'll see you on the next one.